So here it is, Friday night. Getting my stuff together because I do have a gig tomorrow, which will be my 5th gig. It is actually a housewarming party, which I'm excited for. You guys to see the vlog pretty soon because I will be releasing that as soon as I get it done, right? But anyways, since I put out a video a couple months ago about how I bought the JBL Partyboxes as my first pair of speakers and I was going to use them for small events, even though it's not a conventional speaker that I guess most DJs would use, it seems like a lot of people who are DJs or people in general, maybe who aren't DJs or hobbyist DJs, are interested in it because you guys have been asking me a lot of questions with that video. So I figured, since I like to check on my gear the night before any gig that I do, I would just pretty much kind of set these up real quick and then just, check them out and also answer the questions that I think you guys would want to know. Well, some of the questions that you guys have asked and some things that you haven't asked. So up front, I'll just kind of let you guys know. I'll let you know how loud they're gonna get, how you can get more sound out of them, how long will they last for, the Bluetooth and TWS questions that you guys have, how to hook them up that way you can avoid latency, and how well do they perform with the JBL Partybox mics, right? So I'll be kind of looking at my notes, just kind of piecing this together for you guys, but I figured this was the best time for me to do it. So we're just going to dive right into it. And first things first, we're going to talk about how to prevent getting any latency, or how you should actually hook these up in order to get the best quality out of them, okay? So let's do it. So first things first, I will say when I do a gig, it's actually a lot cleaner than this. I just threw this together for you guys real quick, all right? So we're gonna start with the speaker itself. This one is plugged up. This one, on the other hand, is not plugged up. Now, when I say plugged up, I'm talking about to the power source, right? So typically I'll plug both of them up to the power source and just run it like that. However, you can run it without it. And first things first, you are gonna wanna turn them on, right? And then I usually adjust the volume. I bring the volume not all the way. This is how you know it's reached its entire max. I don't bring it there. I usually bring it about somewhere right there. And I do the exact same thing with the other speaker right here. Just kind of make sure that they're both at a pretty good place. I don't want to just max them out like that because keep in mind that these things aren't really, they're built to rock. You can rock a party with them, but they're not like a traditional PA speaker. So don't think that you're finna just like bang out the entire party. That sounded wild, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. All right, so I'll set the volume like that, right? And to answer the first question, how big of a party can you DJ with these things? I would say max 50. And it depends on the size of the space. Obviously, I've done, tomorrow will be my 5th event. I've done, I want to say 4 of them were inside houses and another one was like a reception type hall. The reception hall, it didn't have a lot of people in them. It was probably like maybe about 35 to 40 people in that party. It was a pretty big spot. It did fill up the place pretty good. I wish that I had a general idea or I could show you guys how large that space was, but about 40 people, and it was bigger than a living room for sure. Anyways, to dive right into it, like I said, these are hooked up. And then first things first, outside of the power cord, this is what I do. I run all my cables. All my cables are pig hog cables. I'll link them in the description. I think they're called pig hog, sorry. But good wires, that's number one, right? This is how you're gonna avoid latency and set it up. Get some good wires. Don't cheap out on wires, okay? Coming out the RCA, right? And then that's gonna go right in to the back of the party box, auxiliary in. Now, also, I believe that this is a 6-foot cord. It might be a little bit longer. I'm not sure, but you don't want to go, too long in length pause, because I think that's when you will start to have issues. It might be, I want to say that the actual RCA cord is 6 foot, and then I have another extension to it, and I think that might be 6 foot, maybe. I think it might be 4 or 6. It's either 10 or 12 altogether, right? I then have another auxiliary out. This is how you're gonna get it to the other speaker. I have the auxiliary out right here, and that's running to a standard input like that, and then I have an adapter. This is an extender, right? Because they're both around 6 foot. I can't get this to snap in with this camera in my hand. There we go. And that's gonna run right into the back of the other party box in the auxiliary in, and that's how you make sure that they're both connected. Simple stuff, easy, right? But I just want to walk you guys through it, that way there's no misunderstanding, right? Keep the volume both like that on as they are, have them hooked up just like that, standard RCA out, and you're good. You're ready to rock. That's literally it. I don't want to turn this up too loud, because please believe they do get loud, but I want you guys to see that there's no latency, huh? Don't know if you can hear that, but okay, yeah, that's very loud. But yeah, absolutely no latency. It's on point. So that's how you're gonna go about avoiding any latency issues, guys. Just make sure you have good cords. Make sure that you connect this to that, and just keep it very simple. Standard in, standard out. This is very easy, right? All right, so next thing that was on the list for you guys was, I guess I can just kind of tell you guys about the sound a little bit. Obviously, I told you that you can rock probably about 50 people. However, I will tell you this. If you plug them in, they get louder. And I would say 50 people with them louder. Because obviously, when you're running off battery, they don't get as loud as they could. And then somebody else asked me, or I guess they had an issue with theirs fatiguing after a while. I've ran these for about 5 hours straight, and I didn't have any issue. Just as they were at the beginning of the party was just as they were at the end of the party. So I didn't experience any fatiguing or anything like that. Now, somebody did ask me, can you connect Bluetooth or TWS? Yes, you can do Bluetooth or TWS with your cell phone, and that's about it. But if you plan on DJing, no, don't do that. Like, I tried it just for the hell of it, because I just wanted to try it. I knew it wasn't gonna work, but well, it works. However, there is latency. Now, the latency it's just enough for you to not be precise. It's not, don't do it at all, okay? It's not gonna work. If you want to use the Bluetooth or the TWS in any capacity, just use it with your cell phone and do it like that. Anything when it comes to DJing, don't touch it. You just don't do that. Just hook straight up the way that I told you guys to hook up, because that's gonna be the best way. Now, yeah, like I said, if you want to do Bluetooth on your phone, connect it to one of them, and then TWS, turn both of them. Boom, there you go, perfect. The next thing that I do when it comes to using these at a party, I make sure that I disconnect my phone from them completely. I don't even connect my phone to them. When I first got them, I just wanted to try it out, so I hurried up connecting my phone to it. It was great, it was rocking, but I don't take no risk when it comes to this stuff like this. I disconnect my phone. I turn off the Messenger app, the FaceTime app. These things are two different items. This phone is not connected to this laptop. This phone is not going to be connected to that. So that's just kind of a suggestion. Do not connect your phone to them. Disconnect them completely. All right. And then let's see. I've already kind of went over latency for you guys. And then somebody asked about how good are they with the JBL Party Mics. They're really good. I have the JBL Party Mics or whatnot. So yeah, you can use them, especially, you know, like if you're a hobbyist or whatever, or you can use them for small events like I do. However, if you plug them right into the back, they sound great. You're not going to have an issue at all. But that's not how I rock. I just plug them into the back of the actual mixer, and it does a pretty good job. But at the same time, that is not the, I think later on, of course, like if you're just starting out and you want to do that, you can, but later on you're going to see the benefit and probably wanting to get a mixer or something, because like on this Rev 5, I think, I believe you have to adjust the volume right here. So that's kind of a hassle. And if you plug up to the back of this with the Partybox mics, you don't want to have to worry about dealing with the microphone gain at the back of the speaker. You want to be able to control everything from the mixer. You don't want to put it in there. So I think that about covers everything that you guys asked about DJing with the Partybox 110s. It was more so, I think the biggest concern for you guys was just kind of about the hookup and the latency. If you hook it up exactly the way that I showed you, you're not going to have any problems. You're not going to have any latency. You'll be good. Party at 50 to the max. Anything more than that, you kind of want to chill, because you don't want to be just like blasting these things full notch. That's not what they're made for. Okay, so you probably will blow these things out if you don't use them properly. Okay, don't try and take them to their limit. Like I told you, I pretty much turn it up to about right there, and everything else I just control from the mixer, and I make sure that I'm not peaking or oversteering or anything like that. I keep it cool. I'm not trying to push these things past their limit, because I know what they're for, and I know what they don't do. Okay, so outside of that, if you understand the capabilities and I guess the full capacity of this, you should be perfectly fine. If you hook them up the way that I did, you're not gonna have any issues. Guys, I hope you got value from this video, and I hope I explained it to you the right way. It is a little late, so I'm a little tired, and I'm just kind of, want to throw this together for you guys. But if you have any more questions, go ahead, drop them down below, and I'll try and get back to you with the, best answer that I can. Outside of that, if you appreciate this video, drop a like, drop a comment, and if you feel so, and you want to continue to rock with your boy, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you all for watching. Peace.